Hey Tibbs, Jonathan was wrong here. Truth in the budget. Oh, how we all doing? Oh. I feel like I lost all my new subscribers during my knee incident. You know, I guess I did make a lot of videos about boring old me, but I feel like as much, hear my car squealing? You know, as much as this, you know, is a truth platform, it's also a little community, you know? So I wanted to keep you guys posted on my condition rather than just being like, oh, broke my knee, and then like 5 days later, give an update. So sorry to any of the new subs, well, that are probably, you know, not going to hear this, that, you know, are like, what the heck, I thought this was some sort of truth channel, this dude's talking about his dumb knee. Is what it is. I keep track of my numbers. Not out of vanity, you know, if, you know, always go back to what's the point of doing it if I'm not reaching anybody, you know? I mean, as much as this almost is like a displaced truther like support group, you know, and this is a multifaceted channel, you know. Sometimes I am just venting, you know. I'm sorry, I have no other outlets in which to vent. So, you know, unfortunately, you guys got to hear me bitch sometimes. I'm sorry, you know. But anyway, I was just thinking, and P got me thinking too. And it's really, you know, like I would never censor anyone in my comment section, regardless of what it is. I mean, none of the regulars have said or done anything sketchy. There's only been one really, you know, and all I said was like, well, that was inappropriate, and, you know, but, you know, like I said, I'm not going to censor anybody. It's your right to say what you want. Obviously, if you say something I don't agree with or that is awful, I'm gonna say something about it. But the fact is, we all have different backgrounds. You know, we all come from different places. We all came to Jesus at different times. Some earlier than others. You know, some did crazier stuff before they found Jesus. You know, I don't know how many of my subscribers are, you know, lifelong Christians. But I have a feeling that a lot of us here are, you know, found Jesus later in life. Because I would feel probably a straight-laced Christian might find me a little crass. You know, I talk a little dirty sometimes. Dropped a few F-bombs. I try not to. I'm passionate. I get mad sometimes, you know. Is what it is. Try to keep it in check. But, you know, we're all fighting the same fight, basically. You know, we're all in it for the same reasons. Like, we all want to keep with Christ, and we all want to keep sane in, like, what's going on in the world right now, you know? We're all dealing with our own little personal stuff on top of, you know, everything else that's going on, you know? It's rough for everybody. You know, it's especially rough for people that have kids, you know, that are going to school and, you know, dealing with this, you know, dealing with the brainwashing. What do, you know? There was this video Richie made the other day, about how, you know, people with kids are, you know, horrible sinners, you know, for letting their children go to school and stuff. For someone who doesn't have kids, I don't think he should say that, because he doesn't know the pressures and the BS and everything else that you're literally forced to do, or else your children are taken from you. You know, like, you can't just, like, you know, be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna homeschool my kids. Like, most of us gotta work. You know, we don't have that option. And also, you need accreditation. You know, you still need to go through certain channels to be able to do that. And I'm pretty sure you still have to teach a certain level of curriculum for them to be able to be considered high school graduates. You know, like, no matter what, like, your children are gonna be in the system, just like all of us are. You know, it's literally impossible to completely 100% shield them. You just got to do your best, and, you know, hope they come back to you and not the television of the state. And it's rough, and it's a lot less cut and dry than what he said. I don't know, I'm a big fan of his, but every now and again he'll, you know, I think he'll speak out of line. And for someone who doesn't have children to say, you know, to talk about having kids, I don't think is fair. I mean, here's a little tidbit on me. I kind of have a son. I say kind of because I'm not on the birth certificate. His lineage is somewhat unclear. I still took care of her while she was pregnant and for the first 6 months of his life, because, you know, I didn't know, you know, a lot of what was going on. But after that, I was literally forced out of his life by both his mother and my mother, who they both decided it would be better if I was, like, considered not, you know, just not the father at all. So I've had very little contact with him, and it's something that I don't really like to talk about all that much because it's kind of a sore issue. You might have heard me pause sometimes when I'll be talking about deadbeat dads because I feel like one, because I haven't been around. And for a good four or so years, that was the agreement, that I was supposed to not be around. You know, and he was back around for a little bit, so, you know, had just enough time to get attached to him before she took him back to Texas. After we, you know, got him into school and got him in, it's a whole thing I don't want to talk about. It's a whole thing. I come on here and I divulge a lot of personal information, but believe it or not, I don't talk about everything, not even close. There's a lot of stuff that I don't talk about. Sorry, I'm doing a little, trying to get in the left, and I think this guy's going slow to let me. Alright, party. So, you know, yeah, you know, I'm sorry that I do, I guess, talk about myself a lot on here. Once again, because this is the Displaced Truther Support Group. On top of being the Hot Plate Kitchen Ministries, you know, like, you know, I talk to you guys like you're my friends, because I feel that a lot of you are. I care about you, and I'd like to think that you care about me as well. So I talk to you like you're people, because you are people, you know? I don't know. It's just not, you know, not every single one of my videos is going to be about, you know, because how much, you know, how much can I talk about the same stuff over and over again, you know? You know, what's the point of, you know, like you know, me making 2-3 flat earth videos a week when even people like ODD, you know, aren't doing stuff that often. because there's really not, it's old news unless, you know, NASA does something dumb. You know, like recently they had that whole green screen meltdown where things went all like, you know, tie-dye hypercolor, which is kind of funny. But, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter at this. People are going to see what they want to see. You know, I feel like at this point, at this late in the game, they're showing their signs all over the place. You can't watch one television show on, say, like Netflix without them constantly flashing 33s and all sorts of, you know, BS all over the place. It's just, they're showing their colors all over the place. And for people who see it, we see it. And for people who don't, they don't. And I find like a lot of them don't want to, you know? I don't know. How much can I beat a dead horse? I feel like I do that in the comment section personally, you know, face to face, quote unquote. I don't know. It's hard to keep a balance. You know, obviously I want subscribers and I want people to hear what I want to say, but, you know, not every one of my videos is going to be gold. You know, that's, you know, like, not everything I put out is going to be my, you know, magnum opus best work. You know, like, every now and again I think I put out a pretty good video with a, you know, decent message. You know, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm just, you know, thinking about something. You know, sometimes there's a major occurrence in my life, and like I don't know what might happen, or, you know, sometimes it's just friggin' therapeutic, and I just come on here because I got no one else to talk to. You know, it is what it is. It is, I don't know. I don't want to be held to the standards of like what I would consider legitimate channels. Not that I'm illegitimate or like, you know, BS. I'm just not well produced. You know, I don't script nothing. I don't have, you know, videos or graphics or music. You know, so like, I don't know. If you're expecting like everything to be effing poetry, or like every now and again for like me to put up something with, you know, something cool to look at, that's unfortunately not what I'm bringing to the table. And, you know, it just you know, I feel like it stinks sometimes when I get excited when there's a you know, a bunch of new subs, and I almost feel, you know, like definitely feel obligated. Jeez, this is ugly. To you know, make a new good video, and you know, sometimes there's just nothing going on. You know, like I've said in a bunch of my videos, there's just, you know, it's the calm before the storm. There's nothing really doing. You know, there's nothing to report. There's nothing, you know, there's no major moves going down. I mean, you could see it from other, you know, truth channels too. There's nothing, you know, other than like people like, you know, Call for an Uprising, you know, put out like, you know, 15 videos a day, or, you know, Mag, who's always got something to talk about. You know, some people got more topics than others. Some topics are more important than others as well, you know. This is what it is. You know, we all bring something different to the table, you know. You know, like, I think what my channel's kind of grown into is almost like I said, a support group / you know, commentary. You know, like commentary on the truth movement in general, and like what's happening. You know, trends I see amongst other truthers, you know, amongst, you know, just, you know, in general what's going on, you know. So, or, you know, I don't know. I'm sorry that not all my videos are gonna be gold. That's just you know, is what it is. But you know, we're a great little supportive group here, you know. So jump in the comment section. It's just, I love getting different looks. You know, I love getting, you know, different ideas from different people, because, you know, we all have different backgrounds, and we all, you know, like I said before, we all came to Jesus differently. And sometimes I can't see the forest from the trees. You know, I like getting different looks. You know, so, you know, that's what we're here for. You know, I will never be, you know, in the thousands. No way. I was happy when I hit 100. I don't think, you know, it's just not that kind of channel. You know, like, you know, is what it is, which I think is going to be the title of this video, as I've said it like 100 times. You know, I'm just not mainstream, and I don't think my videos are interesting enough to appeal to other truthers, you know, or people who follow truth stuff, because, you know, I'm not very sensationalist. And sometimes you gotta wade through a lot of garbage, you know, or be, you know, umming and blah blah blahing to get to anything juicy. Because I don't script, because I can't. I can't sit there and it's just not gonna happen. I need to start thinking about something, then just start talking about it. And when I get to the point, I do. And the people who are here and who have been here, God bless you. I love you guys. Seriously. I really do. You mean a lot to me. When this whole thing goes down and I'm not going to be able to, you know, talk at you anymore, it's going to be a huge bummer. You know? I wish I could get people thinking more. But I don't know. I think I gotta find a medium where I gotta just make my videos more entertaining to appeal to more people. I think what I gotta do is like look back on like stuff I've done that has been good and just try to compile. Like when I tried to do the whatever it was, the 4-part series on scientism. Try to get some more. I don't know. Obviously, it's impossible for me to do graphics. You know, that's it's been established. Other than if you know, I got the tablet, I can put videos on that. But I gotta figure something out, because you know, talking with you guys is great and I love it. But that's not the only reason why I'm here. You know, and I need to appeal to a wider audience if I'm gonna reach anybody. You know. So I don't feel like I'm doing enough, and I don't feel like I'm accomplishing what I set on to accomplish when I first started doing this. And that's not to talk about myself and my stupid knee, you know. It's to try to reach people and wake people up. Any ideas, put them in the comment section. Holy crap, I've worked up to 19 minutes. I hate saying holy crap too. Holy tarp, I try to say holy tarp because it could be a tarp with a bunch of holes in it. You know, try not to swear as hard, especially when you spent years as a dirty birdie. And I was a pretty dirty birdie. Anyway, I feel like I've hit, you know, hit a good stopping point, and this thing's friggin' 20 minutes long. I never meant it to be. Is there a point to this video? I guess. You know? I probably could have summed it up quicker. Like I said, maybe something I gotta work on. Who knows? I don't know. Either way, all y'all who've stuck by me, all my rambling and nonsense and bitching and moaning and everything else, God bless you. I love you guys so much. And I don't know. I can do better on here. I'm gonna put up a psalm later because I need to. And yeah, I love you guys. Have a beautiful night and God bless you.